Hello everyone and welcome to another Pax Dei video. My name's Brian if you happen to be new to the channel, but we are going to be talking about combat and PvP, and there's a lot to unpack here. I'm really excited to share this information with you. If you guys enjoy Pax Dei content, MMORPG content, you're already in the right spot. Or why? Just give me some grace when it comes to saying certain words. You never know what you're gonna get. It's a quirk, I guess. But first, I want to jump into a comment that I got on yesterday's video. There was some confusion about why I'm covering Pax Dei. Now, I have a Pax Dei dedicated channel, but I'm going to move that content to here. And there's a lot of reasons why. Maybe we'll talk about that in a future video. But when it's all said and done, River here was thinking that this game, Pax Dei, is a scam. It turns out they were thinking of Quinfall. So thank you, Zinidriz, for that correction. And then obviously River comes in and is like, oh my gosh, yes, you're right, that was Quinfall. So yeah, if games end up being scammy, I want to be able to talk about that to you guys. I want to give you guys all the latest and greatest news and information, as well as my developer perspective with video games. But let's not waste any further time. Hello Paxians. With the upcoming alpha, which is going to start on the 23rd, you can use your friend code Ginger Prime. Hopefully that'll get you in. Otherwise, jump into the Discord, top link in the description. We got a growing community. We'd love to have you a part of it. Anyway, this post, we want to explain clearly and provide more detail as to what their teams have been working on during the past few months, as well as what you can expect with the test this time around. Now, the first alpha was focusing on just 1/3 of the game. The peaceful loop is what they call it, which includes building and crafting. And the next phase of their development is going to shift to focusing in on the other third, which is the gameplay experience, namely combat and PvP. This is when it comes to the last third, aka the trade, social, and economy, which I think is really going to be the third that truly connects all of these systems together. And that could go well, or it can go poorly. We've already seen a lot of drama kicked up over just how they're planning on monetizing it, because monetization equals drama. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You can't have a reasonable discussion and conversation about it. You got to be either absolutely, like excusatory, or you have to be, I won't play any game with microtransactions, which based off of player numbers and how content works, I think that's just talk that lives on the internet, when over here where everybody else is just usually just playing and having fun. But we can explore that in future videos. Now, what have they been up to the last few months? So a system overhaul. They've been focusing on revamping the RPG system stats from different types of physical, magic, damage. They introduced durability mechanics and wearables and wieldable items, and enhanced the depth and complexity of the gameplay, like spells, special attacks, and procs, which I find procs to be an interesting piece here. Anyhow, they're going to continue to work on that, and there's still more to be done as they ensure the functionality seamlessly before expanding on them. They've enhanced their animations, so they're crafting custom animations for each of the different weapons, ensuring that each strike feels impactful. They're talking about targeting here, which is really something I'd love to get your thoughts on. For melee combat, they're introducing target lock, which allows players to focus in on their specific enemies. Honestly, New World's got that in with controller and in keyboard and mouse on PvE only. And I really actually enjoy that. Now, additionally, the beneficial spellcasters will at some point also have the ability to target lock for targeted heals and buffs, adding a new layer of strategic depth to team encounters, though this system is still in the works. For nutrition and restoration, the journey to greatness requires sustenance, and the upcoming test that they're making food more meaningful, whether it's berries that increase your stamina or cooking delicacies that grant powerful buffs, replenish your health and energy, has been widely developed and received a strong balanced pass. That's one of the things people were saying about the game, because when they're asking me when I was playing it, like if I was annoyed by the stamina, and it's like, I don't mind if it is something that at the start of the game is like, yeah, a little bit annoying, because that is a way that I can feel progression play out each and every step. And so whether it's food, whether it's gear, whether it's my leveling up, like all of those things play into the RPG, and something that I find that's enjoyable, so that me as a high level player is like, oh yeah, I remember when I used to struggle all the time with stamina, and now I don't. So that's going to be where we're going to go with it. Anyway, item durability and repair. Durability and repair mechanics are being introduced to ensure that your gear remains top condition throughout your adventures. I hope that if nothing else, you can self-repair, or other people can repair your gear as well. And obviously maybe we'll see NPCs, but I haven't seen NPCs in this game. So if it's going to be fully player driven on the repair factor, I'm all for it. But I do, having experienced Final Fantasy 1.0 with that system and how difficult that was just to repair, and then how it evolved into just dark matter as the focus in on the item that was needed by the player, and eventually adding in the ability for you to repair others. It was in 1.0, they took it away in 2.0, and eventually I think in 6.0 they brought it back. But anyway, general balancing, they've obviously kicked off their first passes on game balancing for items and enemies, stats, durability, crafting, and more to create upcoming seamless gaming experiences. So what can you expect? Crafting expansion, we're building upon the remaining mechanics that have obviously the base mechanics are relatively unchanged. However, crafting is receiving a significant expansion. New crafting stations, additional resources, magical materials are being introduced, along with expanding crafting options and recipes. Balancing these additions will be an ongoing process, ensuring the very aspect of crafting feels meaningful and rewarding. Then combat revamp. The enemies are now smarter and more formidable opponents, requiring strategy and skill to defeat. When it is far from finished, from revamped, the stats and the damage mitigation to improve targeting, spell mechanics, and combat in Alpha 2 promises to be more engaging and immersive. World enhancements. They've made numerous changes to the game world and lighting and the biome effect and the transitions to cave exploration. These subtle yet significant improvements enhance the overall atmosphere and immersion of the game, making every corner feel alive and vibrant. Player versus player. This is something I'm very interested to see how they implement this. We're introducing a full PvP zone, loness, which will install the foundations of our vision for PvP. More details on this will come soon. As I continue to work tirelessly to improve every aspect of the game, we're committed to delivering unforgettable gaming experiences, from refining crafting mechanics to revamped enemies, and our Wilderness Alpha promises many additions to the gameplay that you've already seen or experienced previously. They're going to provide more details in the coming weeks, so be sure to stay tuned. And then also, elari, professional gamer. Guys, huge shout out to him. Give him a follow. I'm going to tag him and this video that he has. It's a 30-minute interview talking about combat with the devs. Go give it a listen. I'm not going to react. I don't want to steal his thunder. So if you guys can, he's got over 1,000. I don't know if he's crossed over 2,000 yet, but if you guys are watching this video and you haven't subscribed over to elari, please do so. That would be really great for him, for his content creation. And as a fellow ginger, I think it is truly, I love seeing gingers win, man. Maybe I'm a little bit biased. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for your time today. Hopefully you got something good out of this video, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. But until then, take care.